I gotta... So, yeah. As another reminder, I am playing with my good friend Kuzi and Liam. Let me actually mute myself here. Okay. I'll just repeat what I started to say and then what I cancelled saying. As usual, I am playing with Kuzi, who's a half-orc lycanthrope.
Yeah.
Liam, who is a shifter gunslinger.
Hey.
And we have Ostrich, who's not in the call right now because his internet's being finicky, who is playing a Kenku healing monk. Oh, sorry.
I punch you, but it heals you.
Last time we played, it was like a big fight, a big battle of sorts. Why did I decide to put a slice of carrot in my mouth? These guys have been trying to figure out the source of a plague of an innocent little town that's been falling apart thanks to dickhead priests and priestesses. They found the source, diseased gnolls, happily carrying these weird creatures not native to this plane. What is that sound? Ah.
What's it sound like?
Liam.
That's my phone. 1 second.
Motherfucker.
A big fight ensued between these guys and the gnolls. Oh, he didn't get himself. You guys wiped the entire source of this infestation out, being swarms of rats and all that stuff. Nearing the end, a very large, disgustingly infested...
I'll be back in a second. I have a call I have to take.
Okay, please mute yourself. Like, a heavily infested gnoll approached, started giving ominous hints and talks to you guys, with Eden constantly asking, do I open fire? He left you guys alone, saying that he will back off, but you guys have now gotten his attention. After that, you guys got your reward, which was a bunch of wondrous figurines. I forget if I gave you guys money. Did I give you guys money? No, I didn't.
No.
I don't think I did. Let me grab... Nope. Nope. Where is it?
I have 27 gold to my name.
Well, it's a good thing all these options are will pay you. Let's see.
Hey.
You guys individually get 16 gold individually.
Oh. Okay.
All their money has been going into saving these people, so...
Oh yeah. We're not gonna steal people's money.
Yeah.
Well...
I won't steal people's money. Kuzi is a greedy little shit.
Giant, actually.
This money is mine.
Anyway.
This money is my money.
It's funny that Sarah would be willing to do that when Eden needs money the most.
Yeah.
Sarah spawns her ivory elephant just to ride in style. The other two have to convince her to ride so they can ride up there with her. As you guys were passing through the flower fields with the elephant crushing the ghoul remains underneath its giant feet, you heard the terrifying pitter-patter of a large guardian. Because I should refresh this. This world's territories are each individually ruled by a guardian with multiple tails. The territory they're currently in, which is the Flower Marsh, as I'm calling it, is a four-tailed raccoon-like creature that emits a toxic aura. and is the exact same size as an adult green dragon. But you guys heard it. You spurred the elephant to run like a motherfucker. The elephant ran like a motherfucker to the Silver Dragon Sanctuary. Or to his home. And you guys left off with Ryu looking a little surprised to see you.
Thor just walks in and waves.
He
Been a long day.
gives you a wave. And cranes his neck down. How'd it go?
You know, shot some diseased ass gnolls, found the cure, found the plague, or source of the plague, got everyone as cured as we could, killed the plague monsters, all in all good. Oh yeah, ran like the wind from the fucking tail guardian.
She chased you, didn't she? Great.
Yes,
How close did she get?
not too close actually. The elephant can book it when it needs to. Also, that thing is awesome.
He blew off my finger.
That was accidental.
The
Accidental.
silver dragon climbs down and shifts into a humanoid form. Today he's deciding to be a silver dragonborn with long robes that kind of trail behind him, but they never seem to touch the ground. And he walks over and kind of towers over Thera, shockingly, and inspects her hands.
The finger's grown back by now. Mostly. It's probably like missing a little bit of a fingertip.
See, it grew back, and you know it was an accident because the alternative was the plague monster getting inside of you, so...
I have tea for that.
Still, you don't expect me to just let it go.
So I have to ask you, Cozy, does he reveal, or does he keep it private?
Yeah, it keeps it.
Right. He's going to clasp both your hands in his and heal your finger and whatever aches and pains you might have had in your hand.
Oh.
Thera looks back at Eden and just goes, "No, that's how you treat a lady."
And then he walks around and he starts inspecting Eden.
I'm fine for the most part. Got walloped by a bear, but good overall.
Pissed off a bear.
What colored bear?
Pink.
He
I'm sorry.
He plants his giant hand on top of your head, and all the aches and pains in you disappear.
Oh my god, that feels great. Just looks at Theria. Can we stay here?
No.
I figured you'd say that.
He does the same with Rook, but with like a good scritch on the top of the head. I almost wrote something wrong into a Tumblr post for this. So, last time you were here, all of the trees that are pink on the map were dead. Now that you're coming back, they are healthy, as though nothing really happened. And one of the trees even has a little pink peach growing on it.
Hey.
But he's more than happy to house you guys again. Farah, can you roll me a random survival, please?
Sure.
You can have advantage on it.
Nice.
Okay.
20.
An unnatural 20. He directs you towards a very nice fat boar hanging around the area and decides to assist you in hunting it. When you guys come back, you have a slow roasted boar for dinner.
Accidentally rolling his rifle for no reason.
He's finding accoutrement. He finds potatoes.
They're just fucking pulling. They're just like holding onto the boar, like you would, like a barrel.
Yeah.
Just like holding onto that on her shoulder.
That looks amazing.
So you know those pictures of like Hogzilla people post from Florida?
Oh God.
That's what Thera's carrying over her shoulders right now.
Yeah.
But it's a lot less muscle, it's a lot more fat. So you guys are gonna have quite the feast. But he slow roasted like the classic thing we see in cartoons and movies where they rotate it over a fire.
Spit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That night, you hear that commotion again. That massive structure slowly passes in the gorge. And this time you can hear the distant pitter-patter again.
More towards the fields.
There's nothing in the fields.
Well, okay, I don't know. Keep an eye out for it, but I guess it's just running around right now.
It actually comes by twice in the night. The first time you hear it, it's running west to east. And nearing the morning, it's running the other direction, east to west.
Don't know what that is.
Well, you're welcome to go out and roll a perception. Or at the very least, just go out and look.
Sure. I'll go out and look.
You step outside, you get that smell in the air, that sour fruit smell they warned you about. And you turn just in time to see the four-tailed guardian trotting alongside the gorge. It doesn't have a toxic aura as big as it did before, where you could smell it within a couple 100 yards. You can tell it's a little bit more contained, because you're smelling it from 200 feet away. Roughly 200 feet away. I keep forgetting how far away the gorge is. But it's trotting along the gorge. It's not paying you any mind, it's looking off towards the mountains. And that cathedral structure is very slow, but it's following within, you gauge it, a 5-foot gap behind it. And those 7 long stegosaurus tails are just flicking around behind it as it goes from east to west.
I have no idea why it's doing this still. So, we have learned nothing about this tail beast.
What you have learned from the tail beast is that it goes to the gorge every day.
Yeah. But we can't get close enough to the gorge to investigate it, so that doesn't really tell us much.
No.
Oh.
Eden, what are you doing in the morning before leaving?
Probably stretch, maybe finalize some notes, go over a couple ideas in my notebook, maybe see if I can finish that one idea I was thinking of with the, I wouldn't say super bullets, but the high velocity bullets thing.
You can make bullets.
I mean, like high velocity bullets. You shoot, it goes faster and farther.
Well, remember, you're still in fucking flintlock age.
I know.
Like, you making a,
It'd basically just be a shell with even more juice behind it.
well, you don't have shells.
No, I do. It's just, that's what you're fricking... Oh my god! It's what your frickin' Dragoon uses, and it's what my Blunderbuss uses.
I mean, no, a blunderbuss uses packed together.
It's cartridges, not that, but that's why I can actually do the reload. Anyways, I'm just sketching stuff out.
So it's after the entourage goes by that Thera, you kind of realize, oh god, your back is killing you.
That's fine. It'll heal.
The plus side is, because of the giant boar, you have bacon for breakfast.
Hey!
Sarah knows how to cook like 5 things maximum.
Yeah, but Ryu's the one cooking for you guys.
There you go.
And as you're sketching, Ryu turns to you, Eden. You know the portal is open if you need to head back to a forge.
Oh. Mm.
I mean, that's why we're here. We're quick jumps to different territories.
I
Did you
am
forget that?
a complete idiot! And you just see him start packing everything up. We'll be back!
You'll be back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna need to invent fucking bullet casings before you invent high velocity bullets.
I know, it's just something I was just looking at it like, Alright. Eden is going to pack some of his stuff and head back, or pack his things, head back through the portal.
Alright. First and foremost, is Thera and Rook... Well, I'll ask Ostrich here in a second, but is Thera going to wait for him?
If you wait for me, I'll see if I can potentially give you an upgrade for yours, too.
Uh-huh. You know we don't have a lot of time, right?
It's enough time for me to forge something and come back.
You also don't have a lot of money.
True, but at the same
I
time...
kick him into the portal.
It's like, true, but... Oh, God!
You'll learn his lesson.
I always choose the worst time to put food in my mouth.
Uh,
Rook, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess he's backflipping in there. He's falling after me rolling.
Alright, well...
Sarah will either hunt creatures while she waits, or if she finds any of the weird slug monsters, basically, she'll kill them and purify them while she's around.
I'm just gonna flat out
she's
tell you
there.
about this. You don't find any more worms whatsoever. You don't get a smell of them.
Okay.
Eden, you are pushed into the portal.
Oh, God!
It's like... How do I best describe this? Because humans can't survive a whirlpool. It's a flash of cold. It's not like a painful cold, it's just like a flash. Like maybe a desktop fan turned to you at the wrong moment while you're sweating and you get really cold.
Oh, God.
But you go through, and the water is almost like a jello or gelatin. It just slurps you in, but it continues spinning.
Mm-hmm.
And from your point of view, you're in a very, very dark teal backdrop with glowing light blue speckles all around you, just swirling in a wormhole formation.
Mm-hmm.
And you're falling through it, through this twisting tube, to a large orb made of this substance, of whatever it is. And you can see, well, actually, I will need you to roll perception, but you can see there's another tunnel that you're heading straight towards. Okay? When you look around, because this place is gorgeous, like, each individual speckle is kind of reflective and metallic. And when you look at your hands, you're covered in that stuff. Kind of like how when you dunk your hand into a thing of water and you see all those little bubbles on your arm.
Mm.
It looks exactly like that, with these metallic blue speckles all over the place that just swirl all over you. And your skin itself is solid black.
Mm.
But you look in the distance, you can see there are a collection of other swirling entryways, but they're glowing white. Rook. While when you look behind you, the entryway you came through was black. Meaning your entryway is open. The portal on your side is open. These other ones are closed.
Okay.
But suddenly you bloop, pop right back up, and it's really trippy. Because it's like going through a portal in Portal 2. You step through going going straight forward, but then you flip and you're going vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you pretty much step in like a full swing up onto the ground on the other side, next to Rook's house.
Okay.
You are not wet.
Was...
And on this end, the portal is a little tingly because it's an acidic dragon that runs this place.
Mm-hmm. That was trippy. Okay.
Do me a favor and roll a con save.
I'm okay.
You're not
okay.
disoriented, you're not nauseous, but holy crap, that was a trip.
Just starts patting himself real quick. Okay.
You're not even wet.
I'm good. Okay, that was weird.
That sounds so wrong. Yeah, when you look over, you see Chen Bao is leaning out of the house, staring at you, like, surprised to see you. And the bunny that is Rook's master is sat outside, and he's using a knife on some radishes. And he looks over at you with an eyebrow raised, gives you a wave, and goes back to work, unbothered.
Just waves, just kind of keeps patting himself for a second. Okay. And gonna head back to the shop.
Okay.
Oh crap, I forgot her name. It's been a while since
I believe
we
it was
played
Joe.
consistently. Joe? Thank you.
Yeah, it's Joe. I have it pinned.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Joe.
Well, first and foremost, let me actually go to the world map so we're not staring at this. When you enter Mandan, it looks so much different than when you left. In a very short amount of time, too.
Holy schmoly.
There are new businesses, like new market stalls just being sprung up. Some businesses have actually closed. Like, there was a business that had these buns that were made in the shape of a peach. But it had, like a rice filling. Yeah, they're gone.
Aww.
The bunny place, you already know is gone just because they're remodeling it. And in the distance, you can just see this ocean of bunnies just swarming all over the building to repair it and all that stuff. It's a little creepy. Kind of like seeing a bunch of ants swarm a bug.
Noodle place?
Noodle place is still there. It's hilarious. The little pug noodle place has overtaken the lawyer office next door. So it's now much bigger.
Yes, consume the
Balance
lawyer.
has been restored,
Yeah.
as all things should be.
Rook, you notice that you have a strip of bacon stuck to your beak. Just to answer your perception there, because you weren't supposed to roll.
I'll take off the bacon,
Mm.
and I will toss it to my werewolf friend.
Thera is. Oh wait, you guys did follow me through
Yeah.
the portal. Okay.
So Eden went back to Mandan.
Yeah.
Because it has a forge that you can use. Joe's blacksmithy is busy. It's busy for once. And her very large pet rat is sleeping outside, and you can see people have learned that this rat is a heavy sleeper. So when they go to pay, they just stack their coins on top of his head. And it's expanded to being balanced on his back. But
Alright.
when you come in, you actually have to duck, as she has very quickly retrofitted this place to have minor automation, just minor, and a bowl full of like scrap metal is sliding along this weird rail that just slides just above your head and causing you to duck, and it dumps the scrap metal into a what is it called? It's not a cauldron, is it? It's that
Crucible.
crucible. Thank you. It dumps all the scrap metal into a crucible before being plucked off by Joe herself, and she's working at an anvil right now.
Well, that escalated quickly.
She'll glance at you and kind of do a double take.
Yeah, portal's up and running. Wait, scratch that. Were we supposed to talk to anyone about the portals being up and running?
You were told not to talk about the dragons.
Okay. The portals were in the clear.
Portals? She kind of pauses. I don't know about any portals. What do you need? I'm a little busy right now.
Access to the forge. I've got metal I need to work with. And he will open up the bag that has the shards of the sword.
And all this is over, like, hammer hitting metals, the sizzle of her dunking whatever she's working on in some hot oil. And, of course, that bowl on a rail sliding passage just to make this shh noise as it goes by.
Need to make a rifle so I stop friendly firing teammates?
I'm surprised you didn't make that when you started. Ping, ping, ping.
Well, it was... I had to convert the prototype into something usable that wouldn't explode.
She dunks whatever she's working on in hot oil. She turns, and she looks at this ledger that's on the table next to her. It's filled. Though you think... Hello. You think that 80% of it is just her fingerprints. She is a blacksmith. She kind of looks at the ledger, squints. I'm almost done with what I'm working on. You can use the forge when I'm done, but don't be too cranky if I have to barge in.
It's fine. I won't be long. Okay. What did I want to make?
Just make whatever rolls you're doing. I would suggest just rolling them now, so we don't have to focus on this too much.
Yeah. So how many do you need me to roll?
You've already done the sketching. I don't need you to roll for the sketching.
Okay.
I'd say for the barrel, the stock, and the tune-up. Just, after testing, you gotta tune up, make sure it's the spec. Roll 3. I guess it's Tinker Tools that you're doing, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, roll 3 of them. You only get advantage on the third one.
Okay. Alright. First roll. Oof. Second roll. Oof.
Oh my god.
Third roll.
With advantage. There you go.
It's like, okay, this isn't working. Hold up!
It's that thing where like you're trying so hard to get something to work, but there's always something in the environment you're in that's just throwing you off. And for you, it's that bowl of scrap metal. It's the fact that this smithy is busy for once. And it's the fact that every time somebody comes by, they stack those gold coins on the giant rat. And it gets really, really annoying because there's like continuous clink, 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 clink over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So, seeing that you're struggling, Joe puts down whatever she's doing and works with you to do this. So, I'll do some rolls this time.
Okay.
I'm not going to use Baron's dice. I don't trust Baron's dice right now. It's been rolling like 6s.
Hey, but it's also gunsmithing. Who
Yeah.
else but Baron?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Baron's dice keeps making him fail things.
Only when it's convenient and funny.
Okay. In the end, you have a rifle. You have you have what you were going for. Unfortunately, you don't have the time to make ammo for it. Like, well, sorry, no, let me correct that. You don't have enough time to make a good amount of ammo.
Okay, I can live with that. And I was using the bit of, what was the sword again?
It was the Sword of the Dark Mother. Yeah, it was the evil sword of Angizal.
Mm. So I took the Shores of Angel and repurposed it. So, all right, I can.
What is going on in chat?
What are you lunatics doing?
I think like one of us are just friends is in chat.
Okay, give me a second and I will get this made up on my end. So, you two can do whatever it is you're doing while I work on this.
Well, this is just rolls for you to do while you were gone. If there's anything else you want to do, you gotta tell me now, because I'm gonna move everybody back to where they were.
This was all I was really doing.
Okay.
I go get noodles.
You didn't go with him.
Yep.
Would you have asked him to get noodles?
It would have been heavily implied.
I will pick up noodles on my way there.
Eden, how much money do you have?
38 gold.
What?
38 gold.
You're only gonna lose 1 gold.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
There is a huge influx of people showing up. The price is normal again.
And how do you spell Angizal?
There you go. It's in the chat.
Angizal Giselle has an attack. Properties.
Just because of the nature of that sword, the gun you've made is solid black.
Well, I mean, okay.
Like, this is the weird thing. You tried as hard as you could to lighten the metal at the very least, you to polish it, make it silver. It refused.
Alright, so...
Even if you melted it down. But, it's not evil. I got hair getting... no, stop. That's itchy. Don't you just hate when, like, long hair, whatever long hair you have, just gets tucked into your hoodie, starts itching your neck?
Yes.
I hate that. There's a lot of things I hate. So, this took you quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, thankfully you had Joe helping you, or else it would have taken you all day and you wouldn't have gotten back in time.
Mm-hmm.
You come out of the portal. Everybody else sees you. It's, again, like you're dipping your spoon into jello, but you're not scooping it out. You just pull it out and just bloop. And you just stand upright from the portal, and you have a to-go box in your hand.
Oh, Rook!
Gib.
Guess what I've got?
Gib.
Hands him the food.
Mine.
Enjoy, little buddy.
How does a... No, I already answered my own question. I was gonna say, how does a bird eat noodles? Easy. It chomps them up like a worm.
Rook will toss aside the chopsticks and just stick his beak into the to-go box.
Oh, why am I don't want to imagine what dinner time at Rook's family residence would have been. Time for dinner. Blech. Alright. I will say another thing has changed here. I put him on the map layer. That's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. There we go. Rio is gone when Eden comes back. And Thera would know that Rio is simply roaming around. He's just out for a little stroll.
Okay. Wait. Ryu.
He's walking around right now.
Oh, okay. Well, pulls out the rifle. Ta-da! Now you don't have to worry about me blowing fingers off. Or friendly fire.
You managed to do that with a pistol. Now I'm worried about the rest of my fingers.
This is longer range and you won't have to worry about it. And it doesn't scatter, so...
Rook looks up. The box is still on his beak. But he's just giving the most suspicious look you can imagine.
I didn't have time to make a lot of bullets, but I've got a few at least in case of emergency.
I can't think of an amount that you would have off the top of my head.
I just went with like half the normal amount.
Okay.
So 10. But I'm saving that for when we need something at distance. Also, I need to know if I spelled that right. So I know I spelled Angel right. I need to know if I spelled the other part right.
Let me look. Is under pistol or bad news?
No, it's the Giselle.
Oh, it's on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better not have the bad news. We already had talked about this.
Oh God, no. That's not till later. And it got changed, actually. It's no longer explosive. It's just 2d12. I mean, that is still a huge amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which Giselle is.
This kind of thing. I got a picture here for you.
Okay.
You should just have a fucking rifle.
It is.
Rifle. Okay.
It is. It's just what I decided
I'll
to
just
name
snap
it.
your fucking neck. Oh. There he goes.
That's ostrich.
Let's see.
It's just the basic musket, but I just called it...
That.
Yeah, I just called it the Giselle.
That's a walking stick.
You say that.
I would be surprised if it was disguised as a walking stick normally.
Oh, yeah. Giselles actually are the kind of firearm that have that kind of look to them where, you know.
Yeah. Anywho.
A musket.
Similar,
Musk is 300 gold. Okay.
I had the materials on hand, god damn it! And I also spent God knows how long working on that motherfucker.
How long did he have to work on that?
when you guys woke up at around 9-10 o'clock, just to be reasonable.
That is probably later in the day, so.
It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So I
That would
spent
take far more than that.
4 or 5 hours forging that fucker.
It is a
I also
dwarf
had
at a forge,
And
helping him out.
listen, dwarves are good at stoneworking. That doesn't mean they're immediately good at metalworking.
It's a dwarven
racist.
blacksmith. I see the joke you're making.
That's how dwarves are in this campaign.
Sumptuous. Anyway, whatever. There has been doing nothing but either hunting or chilling.
Okay.
Ah, why?
So did I miss anything while I was away?
No. It's only been a few hours.
A lot can happen in a few hours. Alrighty.
And there we go. You guys' new figurines are in the figurine handout.
Okay.
You do know that though Joe was happy to help you out, she's putting that gun on your tab.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
So the next time
Rest
you
in
come
peace,
back,
your wallet.
you really should have some money to be giving her first.
Oh,
The
yeah.
in-game, she's the in-game big bad, but she's not really bad. We're just having to defend Aiden from his dead.
No.
I mean, I throw Aiden to his death.
She suddenly turns into Tom
Exactly.
Nook. Oh no. Anyway,
Moving on.
similar to last time, Ryu has packed you guys a lunch to take with you. We can completely bypass the flower fields, because Thera knows where the Tail Guardian is.
Mm-hmm. Back to fucking Oz.
Bog.
Bug.
Well, yeah, the quest giver is named Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
You guys arrive at Bog, and similar to Mandan, it's changed a little bit, not as drastically. There are more people actually outside and walking about compared to the last time. The Emialka Shrine, not Emialka Shrine, Ralgana Shrine, that's it, which was sinking into the mud and you guys helped try and fix, is now actually supported on stones. Like, large, flat stones.
That's good.
A lot of the houses are under repairs as well. And you can see Oz in the distance at his house, watching as some bunnies are repairing his home. Again, it's a little creepy, like a whole bunch of ants climbing on a giant bug.
That is still disconcerting as all hell. Alright. Shall we go talk to Oz, see what he's got for us?
Sure. Thera gets on the boat and begins to paddle without you guys.
Wait! Hops on the boat just as she starts paddling off.
Well, we all know that as soon as Thera jumps on the boat, Rook is likely going to jump on her back.
Yeah, as usual. Yes.
Backpack.
Backpack burb.
As you guys get closer, you can hear...
Get your Rook backpack, the backpack with a punch.
It's like Sock and Boppers, only worse. As you guys get closer to Oz's place, he's giving instructions to these bunnies, like telling them what he wants, what he doesn't want. He gets a little annoyed by some of the bunnies trying to climb up him, but for the most part, he ignores them. Especially when he sees you guys.
Waves.
There is also something different about him this time. He is wearing a uniform. It is a dark green vest-like shirt, mostly because his arms can't fit. It has a badge on the left side, and he has some pants that have been cut at the knees because he's not built for pants. But you
Giant
guys,
horseman.
Yeah. Stat-wise, he's a minotaur.
Oh yeah.
You guys would know this uniform as being something from the academy. They're in enforcement, law enforcement. And the badge, as we would know, is like chief of police kind. So you can tell he's the one in charge of protection and security here. Plus side is the dock leading to his house has already been repaired.
Okay, that makes this a little easier.
So, how'd it go?
Fix the problem.
Did you find the dragon?
Fix the. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well...
We found the dragon. We cured the city of the plague.
Yeah, I saw the cart arrive earlier. Or, you can't pause this. 2 days ago. That's it. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for him to help you guys get up into his house. For Rook, he just picks you up very easily by the scruff of the neck. And then he'll hold his hand out for Eden.
I take his hand.
He picks you up by one arm, swings you around, and plops you on the deck.
That is...
Pick me up.
Yeah, he picked you up.
I climb him.
Yeah, he kind of figured.
Up the arm, onto his back.
Holy shit.
Does he just pick up Thera?
Yeah, he picked her up again. Just like before, he easily picks her up by the arm and plops her on the deck.
Bear doesn't like this.
It is literally... That is a natural 20. It's also because he hasn't been able to add, like, free floating stairs because this place does have a chance to flood since his house is on stilts. Anyway, you were saying? Never mind.
Alright.
Thera is not pleased.
No, she doesn't like being picked up like that.
When you...
Not without her at least thinking about it.
Yeah. When you enter the house, there are still holes everywhere. Especially in the floor. But you can see all these bunnies are climbing all over the place outside. Replacing floorboards. Like something out of the labyrinth. Where everything is shifting. And he's completely ignoring it. As he walks over to a desk that wasn't there last time. Grabs a ratty piece of paper, like a kid's second or third grade recycled paper project, like what they used to show you on the Disney Channel. And he walks over and he hands you guys the paper. These are all help wanted requests. I've been sending messenger hawks all over the place, seeing if anybody needs help in the immediate area.
Alrighty.
Some of these might actually come from the territory beyond, so I'd suggest you pace yourself.
Alright.
Okay, it posted correctly. There you go. It's in the Clubhouse chat. So let me open this on stream as well so people can see what you're looking at.
Hey. Alrighty. Let's take a peek and see what we got here.
Oz's help wanted board. And each change in font is somebody else posting or writing a letter. And if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Okay, let's see.
Take a sip of my bubble tea.
Strange, giant, funky looking thing. Only Coast will pay 60 for whoever can lift it.
And let's
I was
see.
giggling the entire time I was writing that too.
I'm on my way. Very fast arrow traveling at high speeds.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, and also the color is somebody else like mentioning it. So that one with the purple text is quite literally like a random forum where somebody will post like, "Hey, I want to learn about this."
So we can get extra money if we can get it there.
I mean, we could do that first, I suppose.
Okay. Well, these are all in various places. There's no real, like, hey, like, this is Skyrim. Go from this area to this area to this area to this area. It's more like, just go here and grab this and come back.
Rook will walk up to the board and just kind of squint at it a bit.
It's a piece of
And
paper,
upon seeing the
but yeah.
It's a piece of paper.
still, he'll walk up to it, kind of squint at it a bit, slap his staff at the purple part, and say 2,000.
He's thinking like a proper salesman. Let's go.
All right. It'll help me pay off this bloody
Oz will look at
tab.
you guys. So you're doing that one?
And then we'll come back and do something actually productive.
Yeah.
Any price.
Alright. So when I was writing that, I realized and remembered that Bog does not have an inn. And it's only now that I'm realizing, oh wait, that doesn't exist here.
Well, it could be an inn near the fucking ocean, which is where this thing is. Like, no reason to say it doesn't.
Alternatively, I'll say that he is taking up residence in one of the houses that was like abandoned before.
Hmm.
And Oz will definitely point the way. It's going to be the one.
It looks like the last quest we can't actually do right now.
Well, you can accept
And
it. It's just he
Nectarian.
has to send a messenger hawk to let them know.
Yeah, we can't go to Zin yet. So
Zin
not much point
is.
grabbing it
Where's
yet.
my map?
Zin's above us.
Ah.
I can't believe there's only one pin in the Legend of the Tales chat. Let me put the map in there and pin it for you guys.
Thank you.
Stun.
Granny is trees delivered. We can split it for that if we need be.
Protect the granny!
You know that at any if I ever get a chance to put Babushka into any of the campaigns, I'm going to. Like, we've already found her in Realm of the Sky.
Babushka is the grandmother who, if you tick her off or mess with her grandkids, or even those she perceives as her grandkids, she gets barbarian rage and grows to about 3 times the size of Thera, has 40 strength, and a tree as a great club.
That's Babushka. Alright.
My babushka is stronger than your babushka.
She has 20 levels in Monk, 20 levels in Barbarian, and she is an exception to the rule where alternate armor classes cannot overlap. So she has the unarmored defense of both.
Where is Maru?
Maru is like the most obvious structure on the map. It's the octopus-looking pond. Or the spider-looking pond down there.
Okay.
So it's
where
it's
the
next.
Six Tails was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who he is.
Okay, we can do that after we do this then.
Okay.
Because best magic weaver in the territories might be something pretty interesting coming up.
It'd help with
A lot of
it'd
these
help
are
it so that-
escorts. Like, I realized a lot of things you guys couldn't really do
Yeah.
would require you guys going to other territories to do.
I mean, yeah, no. So, right, I mean, we could split up for the escorts is the thing. Not all of us have to go escort Granny. And Thera could theoretically just pick up the fucking magic weaver and carry them all the way to Maru.
Mm.
So, let's go lift a giant, strange-looking fucking funky
Weird,
looking thing.
funky thing that disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's the one you're picking. He's going to take the paper back and just cross off the one you guys have selected. And give you guys this weird salve that does not smell good.
Oh, that can't be good.
It's for the bugs.
Ah. Alright.
I don't have a map for this, but I have an
Oh, well.
asset. It's not transparent.
Oh no.
Well, let me double check. Is this transparent? No, it is not. Okay. So I will have to put that in the chat as well. You guys, over here. Is there anything else you guys want to do in Bog before you leave?
There's not a whole lot here, so no.
Where the heck did...
I was about to say, I mean, yeah, there's
Oh,
the
there he
quests and stuff like that, but
Alright.
Oh, that's what I'm about to do. There's no end, there's no nothing.
So, oh yeah, I was going to mark where he was. Let me put you guys back and mark it. Nope, that's the wrong map.
it's okay.
He's right here. And somebody's phone is going off.
Liam.
Why did it sound vibrate? How did it pick up on that? Good.
I have amazing headphones.
I mean, snapping that up for it already here.
So it's the X marked building across from Emialka's shrine.
This one?
That's Ralgana, so it's up here.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Where are we going there?
Because the guy that will pay whatever price you guys want is there.
Okay, I guess we'll go inside.
You guys knock on the door, and opening the door is what can only be described as a Western dandy. He's got a black bowler hat, he's got a curly mustache, a cane, and a suit.
Oh no.
He does not look like he belongs in this world. I'm just gonna point that out right now. And when he sees a giant half-orc, he slams the door shut.
I grab the fucking edge of the door. Hold on.
Sir, I believe we are responding to an ad.
He'll slowly open the door and lean out. He looks like he's in his, like, mid-20s. He is...
Oh, I thought he was that old.
Hmm?
I thought he was that old.
Yeah. He is half-elven, and he has red hair.
feel like this is a reference.
I did say he's like a cowboy western dandy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Tremors. Like Tremors 4. Tremors 4, I'm basing him off of that. But he leans out and looks at you all. You're here for the ad?
Weird thing on the coast.
Oh, the discovery. He opens the door wide. He kind of throws you off there. Right. I will pay whatever it takes to get to this discovery, study it, and possibly take it with me to the capital, but I don't really think I'll be hiring you all for that.
Capital's not even open yet.
Oh, yes, I know.
Rook will intervene and just stand in between Thera and this new individual, holding up his hand. Wallet.
What?
He looks at Thera.
Give wallet.
No.
Thera looks
Any price.
just as confused
Give
as
wallet.
you.
Repeat that, Ostrich? Didn't hear it.
Any price. Give wallet. I gotta see what I'm working with here.
Oh,
I
yes.
just look at him and I shake my head.
Yes, you're a... Well, what are those creatures called? You're a Kenku, aren't you?
He's shaking his head. Your worst nightmare.
He's a Kenku.
I'm not from these lands. I got stuck here a long time ago. Well, I am willing to pay a great amount just to find this item and, study it.
What amount are we talking?
Well, I can't just simply give you my wallet. Let me tell you, he crosses his arms, if any harm comes to me, you're losing quite a bit of pay.
Okay.
Rook lowers his staff.
Yeah, so each
Just
time,
stand by me.
each tick of damage he takes, you guys will lose 10 gold off your pay. Let's see. He counts you guys, starts calculating in his head. I would say to come inside, but I'm not so sure that you can all fit right now. Also, I'm not having you guys be paid 2,000. Because that will get you 666 gold per.
We should get above one now if we're gonna do anything.
The guy steps inside. You can hear some rummaging. He comes back. And he looks rather pleased with himself. Alright, I am willing to pay 1,500 gold. Total. Does that seem reasonable? 500 per?
Sure.
Yeah.
Good. He turns to his side, rummages.
Rook's gonna climb up to Thera's shoulder and just kind of whisper in your ear that he should throw in a week's worth of noodles.
He's not even paying attention.
Thera doesn't say anything.
He rummages into his belt, and he pulls out 3 little bags that have some heft to them, and he hands it to him. 250 now. 250 when we get there.
Alright, I can work
Rook
with
clambers down, grabs the 3 bags, counts to make sure it's all there.
Yeah, it's all there. He's giving you guys half your pay now, and he will give you the rest of the half when you get there.
Rook's giving the thumbs up.
He will still deduct 10 gold from pay if he takes damage.
What if we heal that damage?
Let me put a symbol on this guy in a yellow color. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Let's see, how much health is this guy going to have? Okay, no, I gotta reroll that. He's not going out there
Oh
with
no.
he's not going out there with 3.
So I'm just gonna air this real quick, just gonna point it out, so it's kind of out there. If the dude dies, we could possibly get the whole pay still.
No.
No. That's pretty fucked up, even for you, Ostrich. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna...
Just saying. I mean, if he's dead, we can loot the pocket.
Alright. He has 15 health, and his AC is 10. This guy is not a fighter. He is a researcher and scientist. So, so you already know what'll happen if he gets hurt. I don't need to repeat that. Rook, stop hiding behind everybody. There we go. Alright. As you guys leave Bog, but he wants to... Stop, please. He wants to leave ASAP. And he has a large trunk that he is more than happy to carry himself. It's quite heavy. But you can hear the clinking of glass inside it. Alright. So, lead the way. You know this area better than I do, I believe.
No.
Oh.
Thera starts heading towards the coast anyway.
Okay. So who is up front? Who is next? And then who's in the back? Because this guy is not gonna trail behind you.
I'll be in the back.
Okay.
I'll be behind Aiden. I say Squishy's in the middle.
Well, I was saying I'll be in the back because I've got range.
Alright. Then I'll be right behind. I'll be in front of Aiden behind Squishy.
Okay.
Dr. Squishy.
Dr. Squishy.
So this right here is the formation. Pretty much. So, for Thera, I'm gonna need you to roll survival. Just to get through it. Eden, Eden and Rook, I'm gonna need separate perception checks.
Okay.
I have advantage on this because of my nose. The nose knows.
Well, you know where the Fruit Loops are, that's for damn sure.
You know what? I'm going to use the Slag Raven now.
Okay.
There's a lot of money on the line.
Just checking some things here. Do.
I will point out, like, the entire time you're talking, this guy is talking to Rook because he has never seen a Kenku before. And he keeps asking you question after question after question about literally everything that you are.
Nope!
Awesome. In that case, I am all for this. Okay. So, and I'll work this in too. So Rook's just trying to keep an eye out and all that. But because this dude keeps asking, he's just going to sit there and stop and just freeze, staring ahead for a sec. And then he's going to squat. And he's going to activate Slag Seagull.
Oh.
Just start looking around. And I'm gonna point. And I'm gonna stand straight up, point at it, and said, "I had baby."
Okay. I believe there was. I need you to roll a percentile dice. Yes, I know. But I need you to roll a percentile dice. Okay. You put the slag seagull down. It just flies away. You need to be above a 50 for it to listen, because it is a seagull. The thing is, though, it flies away. You still have the little statuette.
As it flies away,
It-
I just watch it fly off, and I look at him and say, "I am bad parent."
Thera, you're pushing aside, like, you're actually, like, pulling logs out of murky water so nobody will trip. You are cutting aside bramble. You are kind of shooing away alligators and crocodiles that you keep seeing. And at one point, you step and you feel something chomp onto your boot, but it doesn't hurt you. And when you lift your boot up, there's a turtle stuck to it.
I pluck off the turtle and just like toss it away.
It's unharmed, but it does hiss at you and swim away. Do note that the seagull cannot be used for 2 days. So that was kind of wasted. Eden.
I did shit.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm busy taking notes.
You're too busy making sure you don't sink your boot into mud and lose a boot. It gets especially bad like the closer and closer to the coast you get. But I will give a silver lining. You are noticing that the water in this marsh is a lot less disgusting. Like, the opening of the barrier has allowed it to become filtered. It's starting to filter out, it's starting to clean itself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose if there's any good news, the land is actually starting to repair itself, so that's good.
Downside, there's a leech stuck to your leg.
God damn it! Fuck! Takes rapier out, stabs his leech off.
It's... what?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, because you would have stabbed into your leg.
Roll to hit. Don't that one.
No. Because if he does actually manage to hit his AC, he will stab himself.
I'll just stop for a second, use a small knife, and then cut it off. Or not cut it off, but
Peel. Like, you could just grab it and peel it off. It's a leech.
Okay, that works too. It's like, son of a bitch! Throws it back off into the woods.
Rook, you watched your seagull child fly away. It didn't listen to you. It's a bratty teenager now.
Yeah.
You are keeping an eye out. Like, you're seeing alligators and crocodiles watch you guys, and sometimes some really sinister-looking toads. But your focus is more on this guy's questions, even though you can't really answer very well. Thera, I will allow you to do a perception check as well. Because you're very quick to notice these guys aren't doing anything very helpful at the moment.
Of course.
Why is it what?
Hmm?
What are you... The leech is gone!
What? Just fist and fucking... Alright.
It's gone.
Shit off Iden's leg.
No, that actually doesn't hit my AC.
By the way, where Rook is situated right now, that's where you are. Like, you're getting
Okay.
very close to the
Alright.
ocean. Like, you can hear it.
So my feral nose knows the way. Where's the Fruit Loops? I know where the Fruit Loops are.
You take a sniff and you smell blood, and your ears prick. You hear bzzz in a massive amount, and you go, "Oh shit! I forgot the salve." And you're quick to put the salve on everybody, like even the dandy. Like he stands still so you can put the salve on him. Mostly because his hands are busy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
sure enough, this swarm of very, very large mosquitoes thunders by. You're free to roll nature check, or yeah, you're free to roll nature check.
Yeah, no, there doesn't get any advantage on this. It's only on spectral beings. So, nature. 9.
That's a big bug.
It's a big bug.
Can I roll a nature check?
Yeah, you're free to roll a nature check.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. It's a really big bug.
Wow, we are incompetent.
Oh, your roll just now got to me.
14 and a 1.
God damn,
Hey,
it's a
you did
giant
better
bug.
than me.
Big bug.
Rook, those are sturges. Those are very concerning sturges. Thank God you guys had the salve.
Thank goodness, there's potential.
Trying to find certain sound. Where is it? Down by it's. Oh, there it is. Add to game.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And as Eden, as you follow where they're going, they completely consume an alligator. Well, not going that direction.
Nope.
In total, it takes you 2 hours to hike all the way to the ocean. Big bugs.
Really?
Go ahead. Let's see, is this working?
Hey.
Yeah. So you guys arrive at the beach. Again, I don't have a map for this. And you're seeing a crowd of people. And there are like stilt shacks on the beach as well. They're not their own town, they're just living freely. A lot of these people are elves. There's give me a second here, my brain turned off again. One of them is a turtle, a sea turtle. And there you get a glimpse of something familiar, but they're lost in the crowd.
Can I see over the crowd?
Yeah, just about. Like, a lot of these guys are good size, especially the turtle. But it's not just like, their height, it's also the fact that whoever you glimpsed is kind of like ducking down to do something. There are like fishing boats along the coast, but it looks like they haven't really been used for very long, or very much. There's a guy pulling in a line that's got like crab pots on it. And down on the beach, you see why there's a crowd. There's something lying on the beach. It's about 5... Would it be? Would it be that? Yeah, it's about 5 feet long. and 6 feet across. And for Thera, it comes up to your hips. It's kind of curved, it's pointy on one end, and it's got scarring on it, like it's been scraped against rock or maybe something hit it. And on the other end of this thing is a blot of long since coagulated blood. Like whatever this was attached to something, it just got popped off. As soon as the dandy sees it, can everybody roll me a Constitution save, please?
Does everyone roll a con save?
Yes.
Oh no.
Sure. An 8.
Oh no.
There's the 20!
Thera, Eden, and Rook, you have never heard a grown man make this loud of a shriek in your life. As the guy sprints to that thing, shrieking in excitement, everybody on the beach fucking scatters. Thera, you don't take any damage, but you are stunned a little? Just like, what the fuck? And he's a beanpole, too.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes sprinting over to this object, and before he reaches it, that turtle steps in front of him and catches him by the shoulder. And throws him back.
I'll try to catch him or something, I guess. Before he fucking slams against the ground and takes damage. Then again, that's not our fault, so I don't think that's a deduction from our pay.
Well, considering that he would deduct your pay if an animal injured him, so...
Yeah, but that's our fault for not protecting him. Him running headfirst into a turtle is not our fault.
Well, luckily he's able to stabilize himself before he falls onto his delicate equipment. And the turtle crosses his arms. You're way too small to lift this thing, buddy. You here to try and pick it up? Dandy just wipes himself off, even though he's covered in mud. Like, he's not bothered that he's dirty. He just doesn't like being roughed. He just wipes himself off and glares. No, I am here to study it. Nah. You can only touch this thing if you're gonna pick it up. So, who's here to pick it up?
Ta-da! Points over to
Sarah
there.
walks forward.
Ah, now this is more like it. Go on ahead. He steps aside. Give it your best shot.
Alright. Sarah will walk on up to it. Get down, kind of brace herself. And then she'll try to lift it without her wolf and strength at start.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Can you also roll another con save?
Okay. Fucking 6.
You try to heave it. It is very heavy. Like, it's very dense. It's also kind of rough. Like you're trying to pick up a giant chunk of raw obsidian. And as you at least like kind of lift it a little bit, like on the edge. As soon as you do, this a sickening wave of energy comes off this object, and you have to quickly drop it before you feel very sick. It's not like a stomachache. It's just like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
There's got like a disgusted look on her face, like, ew.
I'm going to put a picture of what it is in the Legend of the Tales chat. There you go. The turtle kind of laughs at this attempt, but he's not going to stop you if you decide to try again.
Just go glare at him, and while maintaining eye contact with him, pops her neck, and turns into a werewolf.
His smile kind of fades a little bit.
Because now she is a large-sized category creature.
Alright.
Alright, now she'll try it.
You know I'll ask you for it again.
Yeah, I know. Don't get anything for fucking Constitution. No.
And the rest of you guys did notice, like, that look of shock when she...
11.
Okay.
It's a bit better.
You are able to lift this thing off the ground, but that sickening wave of energy comes over you again, so you can't hold it for too long. But at the very least, you pick it up, and out of spite, you step 2 or 3 steps closer to the dandy and thunk it back onto the ground.
Yep.
The turtle slowly nods. Alright. Proved yourself there. Digs into his pouch. You're gonna try and pick it up, Rook? Roll the con save, please.
Isn't Rook like just barely a medium-sized creature?
Rook, you go over to the point because it's like the easiest place for you to wrap your hands around. And you start to lift, and that energy strikes you as well. And you have to immediately drop it. Like, it's... You don't know what this energy is. It just makes you really sick feeling. Like, you feel like something's wrong.
So I have something I want to do. Looking at this thing, what kind of rolls would I have to make looking at this thing?
Either... I'll give you like a selection.
Okay.
Medicine, Arcana, Nature, and let me look at a character sheet real quick. Nope, it's the handouts. I'm gonna use Thera's sheet to look at this. It was Medicine, Nature, Arcana, or just straight up Investigation. Just pick your poison.
I'll do Medicine. I need to bump my soft stats. Hacha. Nope.
You can definitely tell it came from a living creature, because there's still that blood at the end.
Yes, this came from something alive.
Oh yes, the floor is indeed made of floor. No, that would be beautiful.
Yes, this thing is made out of thing.
The dandy is going to set his trunk down very carefully, open it up. It's filled with beakers and like a Bunsen burner. It's got all this scientific stuff that you might have seen at the academy, but it wasn't really your thing. And he's going to start studying it. If anybody else wants to make a roll about this object, feel free to do so, but you can't roll medicine.
Hold on. Does it fall under the category of Fae, Fiends, and Undead?
No. I'm just gonna flat say no.
Well, all I'm good at is survival, so. I don't think it's gonna help.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation, medicine, arcana, nature. Eden already rolled medicine, so you can't roll medicine. Okay, let me roll for the dandy real quick. Okay. Rook, you were able to figure out that it is a scale. And it's not a dragon scale. But it's pretty damn close to being shaped like one. I'm even going to show the audience. Oh. Whatever dropped this was really big. And the blood that's at the end, like, you don't know if it's because of the seawater or just because of how muggy the air is. It's still a little sticky. So it might have been recent. You could try to pick it up again.
Oh my god.
You start to pick it up, it gets as high as your, like, the end you're picking up from, it gets as high as your knees. The energy washes over you and you drop it. You really do not know what that energy is. It just makes you feel uneasy. As a freebie to Thera, you kind of look around the rest of the crowd, mostly just out of instinct, like somebody is vulnerable next to you studying this thing. Might as well keep an eye out. And you see a glimpse of a familiar orc walking through the crowd.
Thera pats Eden to tell him, hey, stay here, watch. And then she trudges off.
Okay, I will be keeping an eye out.
She's going after that person.
Okay. The dandy manages to scrape some samples off the scale, but you can see him kind of wobble, like, oh, he's getting sick as well.
It's okay. Cool down. Slow down for a second. Give yourself some time to breathe.
I'm trying to... I talked way too damn much about Dracotars.
Yep.
I'm trying to scroll up to the orc chat.
Yeah.
You weave through the crowd. At one point you do have to, like, ask somebody about who you saw, and they point you in the direction of a... and they point you all in the direction of a stilt house with a smashed boat and a large crab pot next to it.
Thera will go there.
Luckily, it's very easy to reach the door. You don't have to be pulled up by a giant horseman. And you do hear somebody is inside.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
I really can't really work. Ah, here we go. Answering the door. Where is his description? Where'd I put it? Why, this is so annoying. Answering the door is a very familiar orc figure. They have lopsided tusks. They have a cord necklace around their neck. And their hair is tied up in a long ponytail. Kind of similar to you. In fact, when you two see each other, it's kind of like you're looking in the mirror, but of opposite genders. Granted, he's a little bit smaller than you. He slowly closes his mouth and narrows his eyes at you.
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Thera.
He scratched his chin. I don't know a Thera.
Thera Knight. Where does this person look familiar from? It's the
He looks
this is
familiar.
the dream.
As you're looking at him, it flashes in your head. That orc figure that spoke to the woman holding you in her arms, telling her to run as the barriers started to go up all around.
Just gonna squint at him and go, do you remember when the barriers went up?
His eyes light up. I believe Winter gave her a oh yeah. She has the leather cord necklace. I fucked up. He has the shiny one. She has the leather cord necklace. Would she have that out in the open?
Yeah, she doesn't have a reason not to.
He looks down, sees the necklace, and crushes you in a bear hug. He is actually picking your giant ass up, spinning you around in a crushing bear hug, praising the All-Mother.
Thera doesn't entirely know who this is yet, so she feels very uncomfortable.
Before he carefully thunks her back down and starts inspecting her with great joy. Like, and by great joy in expecting her, I mean he's got the classic grumpy orc face while he is checking to see how big your tusks are.
I don't know a measurement for her tusks, truthfully. Probably pretty big, if her profile picture's anything to go by.
Well, she's got... Well, without the lycanthrope, it would be like the smaller tusks of a half-orc. But because of lycanthropy, she's got longer tusks. Not broad. But, he also, looks at your... He also, kind of inspects your hair. He also looks at your hands just to see how, callous they are, or how hard you've worked them. In comparison to his hands, he's a working man. He's one hell of a working man. I can't believe you're still alive. How are you still alive? Oh no. No. I don't know if so, I just fix okay. Okay. His headset died. So from everybody else's point of view, Thera left, and then you hear her yelp. But it's the kind of yelp of somebody getting pulled into a very tight bear hug.
Okay.
We all know that sound. We've been in that.
Yeah.
But back to the dandy and the others. Is Rook still trying to pick this thing up? No, roll your con save. You're able to at least touch it.
Rook, stop it. You're just gonna exhaust yourself.
At this point, the dandy actually stops Rook. Because he's getting sick as well. God damn it.
I just want to say how it had an update,
Hi.
and it didn't want to like restart itself.
Were you able to actually
Basically,
hear
it'll
me,
mute
though?
itself because it. Yes, I could hear you the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard the entire description. Don't worry. Yeah. Thera just goes. I tried really hard, and I was also picked up by somebody named Winter Knight. I think it was Winter Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Winter Night.
Okay.
Because Winter Night is, his naming theory is, like a phrase, like Winter's Night.
Hmm.
That's the only way I can describe it. Ostrich can hear you, Liam. He knows.
I know. I'm just letting Thera have her moment.
But to summarize, this orc explains to Thera that he is her older brother.
Hmm.
Same father, different mother. And when the barriers went up, her mother and him were trying to go down into the bamboo fields to get some bamboo because at the time, baby Thera had a bit of a cold and she needs something specific. The barriers started going up. He tells the mom to run because he's slower than her, but at least he'll be able to dig her out of whatever might happen. Who knows? He saw Thera's mother chuck the baby into the bamboo fields before the barriers went up, and pretty much the thing about these barriers is that they have each of them are different. The one that encircled the bamboo fields had like a jellyfish stinger thing to it, as well as being cattail rods the same size and thickness as a redwood tree. So she was not only jellyfish stung, she was also crushed.
Oof.
And he could not get her out. Not without risking the loss of his own hands from the jellyfish stinging.
Hmm.
But he did not blame the tailed beast for it. It was just an unfortunate event. And in comparison...
Thera.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
while Thera has yellow eyes, she had yellow eyes well before the werewolf thing. His eyes are like a fiery orange color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone in Thera's family is fucking tall.
He's shorter than her, obviously. But if she were normal size, he would have been... The top of his head would have come up to her eyebrows. So he's shorter than her.
Yeah. And there's the werewolf thing, and then
the hammer.
the fucking hammer.
Yeah.
She's big.
He does say that, like, their shared dad got out of there. Like, he doesn't know where he is anymore.
Well, ain't that nice?
But he does know that there are far more siblings out there.
Oh, great. Is there a telltale?
He's gonna lift up her necklace. And his necklace.
Great.
I never described what was dangling off the necklace, but his has like I'd say it's shiny, but it's that worn steel chain, like you've worn it for so long that you've kind of worn it down to what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And dangling off it is like a very thick ring, like it's not meant to be pulled off very easily. And hanging off of that is a I gotta think of what it is. I believe, like, for him, it's a worn, smooth, spiral seashell. While Thera's, which, from what she's learned, did come from her mom and was given to her, it is a little pendant with the life tree kind of thing, like a crooked tree on it. By now, there's no longer beads on that tree. They've all broken off.
Ha. Huh.
Yeah, but hers is on leather cord. And he explains that each sibling has a necklace that describes their base nature, or describes the area they live in. So he lives by the sea. His base nature is to be in the ocean, so he's got the seashell. Thera is born of the land. Her base nature is to be in the forest, to hunt, so she's got the tree. Another telltale sign, their hair. Every single one of them that he's met has had the long black hair.
Granted, Thera's has a bit of grays in there now, but yeah.
That's also just because how I drew her.
Yeah. No, I like it that way, so.
So, is Rook actually running to quote-unquote save Thera? As you guys are talking, Rook comes running up. And Rook, you see this full orc is talking to Thera. Who kill?
Thera just like looks at him and looking at her objects.
Let's see. Mimic. Give me a second here. This is just for the chat. Weird random creatures and items, you're allowed to suggest them as long as it doesn't ruin or break the experience of the campaign. Just pointing that out there. For Rook, you're seeing a fisherman's hut, a orc with a seashell and a necklace, long black hair like Thera, fiery orange eyes, lopsided tusks, and he's very quick to learn that Thera does not like being handled in any way, so he's stopped putting his hand on her in any way.
Thera doesn't like being handled without her consent. That's pretty much where it lands.
That's why he stopped.
Yeah. Brooke's lucky in that most of the time she doesn't even realize that he's climbing on her because he weighs so little.
But this is a
But she doesn't enjoy it when
orc.
she notices it. Yeah. Like, it's a big fucking orc.
Oh, you're both pretty big, yeah. It's kind of funny that you You say that, Rook. Because it's only now that Thera looks past her brother that she sees there is a creature inside the house. It's about the same size as a Doberman. And it looks like somebody crossed a T-Rex with a turtle.
Hey.
So a snapping turtle.
No, it's on like two legs. It's a cross between a T-Rex and a turtle. And when it sees Rook, it kind of licks his chops. I'm gonna keep rolling for this dandy to help him out. Okay, finally. For Eden, this dandy goes around to where the blood is, and like this is the worst part of it. And he manages to get some of it into a beaker, like a little test tube beaker, before plopping down, just kind of swaying. Ugh. That's some potent stuff.
It's okay. Calm down just a little bit. You'll be fine.
Ugh, easy for you to say. You haven't touched it yet.
I saw what was going on with the rest of you, so I decided not to. They're on the side of caution and all that jazz.
Little lizard face's arms too tiny.
This is Rook.
Pleasure.
Bird. Thera like reach over and pluck Rook off of her body. Hey. Set him back down. I'm fine. This is my brother. I didn't know I really had one. Sorry, I'm not very cordial. I didn't exactly do well in speaking classes.
Yeah, you're not alone there. I'm not one of the social types.
Let's say if Rook was gonna attack this orc, Thera was just gonna see how far she could punt Rook. Like a
This
soccer
is the
ball.
first family that I've come to know, other than Winter.
This is the first one I've known that's blood related.
It's the first family Thera's met in forever. I'm gonna hit it with a stick.
Yeah.
But the guy looks back at his pet, gives a whistle, and steps out so you guys won't just be standing here outside his house the entire time.
Yeah.
So
Thera will come in just.
no, he's stepping out.
Oh, he's stepping out. Okay.
Yeah, so he's coming with you, so you guys don't have to stand there the whole time.
Thera will at least move to a distance she can observe the researcher guy for safety.
The dandy looks a little woozy. But he's still studying this sample. And every time he touches it, you can actually see this energy kind of waft off it like heat waves off of pavement.
Alright. I'm gonna have to ask you to ease up on that, buddy. You're starting to get pretty sick.
He It takes some roll persuasion.
Oh boy.
Okay, let me look. So I'm looking for something over here.
Yeah, it wasn't
He
too bad a roll this time.
nods
Though.
and slowly removes his hand from the thing. He's got some of the samples that he needs and just scoots his butt away from the sample before beginning like distilling tests on it. It gives off this odor that you're not used to.
What's it smell like?
I'm not gonna describe it very well. Well, if it wasn't for the ocean, it would smell like a battery. Or at the very least, like when you scrub at a metal object so much that you start to get that metallic smell off of it.
Yeah.
It smells a little bit like that, just a lot stronger.
Hmm. Okay.
And finally, he holds up one of his like little testing strips. His eyebrows like, whoa. Well, this is interesting. This here touches it, immediately regrets it. This thing slowly pulls his hand off. Well, definitely came from a very large animal. Looks like this happened about 8 hours ago, so maybe late last night. And he looks at it. I can't pinpoint this energy, but it's so damn close to what the Guardians give off.
That's disconcerting.
I want to look up like the symptoms of what this is, but I know it's going to add pictures, and I don't want that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Most people who are exposed to the Guardian's energy change.
Hmm.
And he reaches into his trunk, he pulls out a book. He flips over, and there's all these sketches of really weird mutated beings. For example, I have heard that a species of... He kind of gestures to Eden. You're the most human-like here, so I'll use you as an example. A species of humanoids came into existence not quite some time ago, but in retrospect, they're the newest. Aquatic limbs like tentacles, manta ray wings, crab claws. They call themselves Simic. And from what I've heard, they came to be from just being in proximity of the Guardians for too long. If I'm to guess this right, and usually I'm right, not always, because nobody's perfect, he looks at the giant object. This thing here emits the exact same energy as the Guardians. Albeit, he got stares, a lot more, potent. It's strange. It's removed from whatever the source was, but it's still causing problems. What is it? Everybody's passive perceptions is insane, isn't it?
No,
really.
Theirs is 16.
That's insane.
Iden's is 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys' passive perceptions are kind of insane. Since Eden is the closest to him, because you're the one who keeps having to tell him to get his hand off the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You you see something squirming underneath his jacket, and he's not noticing.
Sir!
Hmm?
Points it out.
Oh, what?
Squirming thing.
He pulls off his jacket. There is a very limp, baby arm-sized arm growing out of his shoulder blade.
Well,
that's new.
I told you to slow down.
That's strange. The little arm just kind of squirms.
No,
Rook!
Rook, no,
No!
I will.
No!
Nope, Rook, no, Rook, Sarah, Rook is doing the thing.
How could he do that if he was standing next to Thera and her brother?
Oh no, he wandered off. Rook leaves. That's what he said.
Oh yeah.
Tara's just gonna walk over and pick up fucking Rook.
Rook does not get any mutations, just gonna point that out right here and now. Because he was not around the scale as long as this guy was.
Okay.
Just because I personally think I would do this, Eden, can you roll investigation with advantage on yourself?
Oh God. And you're not wrong. Having seen what happened. Hold up.
You're fine. If it's an investigation on yourself, the DC is extremely low. You're fine.
Okay. Counts fingers, looks at foot.
You're
Feet. Wait, no.
yes, Rook, but you didn't continuously lift it because you did run off to follow Thera, and you were pulled away at one point. This guy was continuously touching this thing, scraping bits off, and experimenting.
Yeah, he kind of Frankensteined himself.
But he's now looking at this weird arm growing off and goes, huh. Well, alright then. Goes right back to work.
You just grew an arm.
Sonny, he looks at you. This is not as new as you think.
Okay.
Are you gonna talk to him about that, or are you just gonna keep that to yourself?
I mean, Rook is the one who's wondering. That is what Rook is thinking.
Alright. Eden, you are seeing Thera's brother, by the way. And the turtle that it looks like it was crossed the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's small.
Just, cursory inspection, keeping an eye on things.
You're thinking it might just be a baby. So it's gonna get big.
Seems alright. Alright.
Thera, your brother leans over. That thing washed up this morning, and the idiots have been trying to pick it up all day.
Anyway,
What?
you forgot about him, didn't you?
I did not, but why?
Why not? I wanted to roll tentacles.
Roll for tentacle. Oh my.
Slurp.
Shrug your shoulders. I lifted it up earlier, but it just radiates uncomfortable energy. I don't want to touch it much more than I have to.
No, the dandy does not let you.
How much are leashes?
I could give you a leash.
Would it fit him? And I point at Rook.
Well, even if it doesn't fit him, It'll hold, because it keeps this guy from wandering off. He points at the turtle Rex next to him.
Tempted. I can see.
Out of the corner
Not that far away.
Out of the corner of Eden's eye, you notice that turtle from earlier?
Mm-hmm.
He has like bug antenna on the top of his head.
Okay. Could everyone, except for the researcher, please back away from the scale? HH?
It's a giant scale, yeah. And it is still in the Legend of the Tales chat.
Can everyone please back away from the giant scale? You're all starting to mutate just a little bit.
As you say that, another baby arm grows off of his other shoulder blade. He's not paying any mind to it.
Should I just throw this back in the ocean?
And lose the research of the century? No. I must keep studying this.
Your growing limbs, sir.
Again, this is not new. New creatures show up all the time because of this.
Also, actually, yeah, what Rook said is also a potential concern of it mutating any endemic wildlife. Heaven forbid that happens and we get some giant killer fish that eats people.
I'm gonna actually roll a percentile dice on roll 20 for this.
Oh no! Me and my big mouth!
This is how Thera created the Megalodon.
Oh, that already exists.
Making Godzilla.
You guys are like trying to keep these people away from the scale. The researcher's still researching. And like he holds up one of the other strips and his smile drops. And you guys hear a sound which I don't think exists on my files anymore. It's muffled. It's very, very, very loud. I will need you guys to once again make con saves. And I will be rolling for the crowd as well. Okay, Rook is fine. Thera is fine. Eden's...
I have mutated once, motherfucker.
Eden, you've met the DC, so you're fine.
Okay.
The crowd is fine. The dandy is unconscious. As the sand around you vibrates. It's so loud. You're covering your ears. You're actually kind of dropping to the ground a little. And Thera, you look out in the water, you see it start to bubble and broil. There's something massive next to the shore. And the...
Okay, everyone back!
And the water...
Stop. Let her finish.
...is turning a dark red. Just in that area. Before something flies out. I am rolling for Thera's brother and his pet. Thera, I need you to make a dex save. Oh, nope. Well, actually, you can make a dex, athletics, or acrobatics. Just, you're dodging something.
Oh, okay, sure. Athletics, there we go.
Okay. You dive out of the way. You're fine. This guy...
I just got this, brother, goddammit.
Thera's brother dives out of the way. The little turtle thing looks up, lands.
Oh. Rip her off.
You turn around, and lying dead on the shore is this torn off head of a dragon turtle. and it's radiating this energy similar to the scale. You have to back up a few feet further just from how sickening it is. And the crowd is just gone. They're running.
He didn't get the man out of here.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not close enough to like pull him out, so you're gonna need to.
Yeah, I got it.
The dandy is unconscious. You're guessing just the vibration of all that noise just knocked him out.
Yep, I'm just gonna pick his. Sorry, I'm unconscious, but up.
When you pick him up, you notice that the little hands have changed a little bit. Feels like he's growing wings.
Fuck all things. Anyway.
Come on, picks him up. Okay. Make sure I have. Actually, before I do, make sure he has his research stuff too. Come on.
Rook won't notice. I'll just say it. He won't notice.
Just dragging the man away at this point.
Sarah's gonna get up and like pull the hammer off her side, like just in case.
You turn to the water. The water is still red. There's still that broiling, bubbling mess. Like something's boiling out there. And you hear a growl that shakes you to the core. And you can see like the rest of the body of this dragon turtle kind of lift up. Like whatever it is trying to drag it deeper. So its back end is coming up out of the water and then being dragged underneath. But
I don't know if I should get any closer to that is the problem.
yeah, like the beach is starting to turn red. It's not a pretty scene.
I'm gonna like Sarah's gonna one arm like handily lift up her brother and point like get the fuck out of here.
He's standing up. Have any of you guys ever seen Moana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the Maui hook. Like that's his weapon.
Hey.
But it's
Sarah
it's
has
on
the
a
finger
strong
pointing out and then
cord.
slowly retracts it. Like, oh.
He gives her a thumbs up and listens anyway, but he goes over to the head of this thing, kind of wobbles, but he still tries to push it off of his pet.
Sarah will walk over. She got the nat 20 on it and flip this bitch with him.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. You roll it over. The pet is hurt. It's not dying. It's just a little squished. And he easily picks it up and carries it away from the beach. I'm going to...
Well, she's already been mutated once.
So
that's kind of the entire thing with lycanthropy.
I'm going to make a roll. Who is, just entirety, who is staying on the beach with Thera?
Sarah doesn't recommend it, but you guys can do what you want.
Rook is with Thera.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I've got distance, so I can put distance between me and whatever comes up.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll. You guys have to decide high or low.
High.
Yeah, high.
Okay. You see something massive start to stand up out of the water. It towers over you, and Thera, you drop the hammer. Just, you're having to crane yourself back just to look at this thing standing up. It has a dead dragon turtle in its mouth. And is looking at you, and it just and without any effort, it crushes the shell.
Oh, great. Guts all over us now.
It's in the ocean, it's not gonna hit you. But it's
I
still...
thought you said it was right, like over us, so...
It's standing over because it's so goddamn big. Like, you think it could drop something on you. But it's still in the water. You've never ever seen something this massive before. You've never ever seen something like this. It's got gold accents to it, large, proud horns coming off of its head, and a gold underbelly, very strong underbelly. It definitely looks like it's a tank. Like, it can take a lot of damage. And on one of its shoulders, there is a tiny bit of damage, likely from the dragon turtle, and there's a missing scale. It's got glowing red eyes, and a long tail that splashes in the water behind you. And you can see, like, when it splashes, there's already, like, small waves crashing to the shore on either side. Even from Eden's vantage point, you look down at your arm, there is static in the air. Your fur is standing on end, or your hair is standing on end.
Sarah.
And that sickening energy is just coming in waves and waves. Like, you kind of have to turn away, just, and kind of take a knee just from how strong it is.
I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna pick a brick and I'm gonna throw him away. Like, get him as far away from this bullshit as possible. Because every primal instinct of there is saying, bad fucking news.
Run.
No.
Yes, same thing with fucking Aiden at this point.
Fucking run away, Aiden. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I've got distance I can put, so I already backed up a good bit because I was dragging the dandy back.
Yeah, back up more because apparently it's still hitting you. Fucking go.
Okay.
There will be behind you guys eventually.
For Eden, it just makes you dizzy.
Just gonna pick up the dandy. Okay, we're going.
When you guys leave, do you look back? And don't say yes just because I pointed it out. Like, do you look back?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's gonna leave at the very last when she's, like,
Okay.
made sure the other two are gone. Then she, like, starts to go. And it's like a very cautious retreat. Like, she doesn't turn herself around fully.
You're nearly blinded by these massive golden wings that spread out from its back. DM to player, congratulations, you've leveled up because you found him.
Yeah, you found Galivor.
Hey.
But these massive wings open up, and he tilts his head back and gives another chomp, crushing the rest of that shell just so he can swallow it more, before turning away from the shore. And, like, when he moves, you can see his feet, because you had to see his entire anatomy to be able to level up for him. So, thank you for looking back. He does not look too good. All in all, he does not look too good. Like, he's been beaten to shit. But he turns, and he just face plants in the water, sinking beneath the waves.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sarah will look back like, what the fuck?
You are free to roll history. Wild.
Yeah, my fucking zero history wild.
Go
Fucking
+4
wild.
history.
Let me see, how many were there in this?
God, I knew what history. Wish I knew what history was. God, I wish I had the skill feat.
I'm trying to find how many. Terrorize the monsters. No. Okay, he was the only one, so you found him. Thera, you know that like Winter would talk about a doomsday event like Armageddon, but it was always the kind of like doomsday stories that like, oh, nah, it's all preachy. You know, like some weird guy standing on the corner saying like, you need to be saved, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't really think Thera would listen to it.
Not as much I need now.
Eden and Rook, Rook, I think just because of your backstory, you would know about a creature of legend that lives in the Jade Ocean. Not very much is known about it, other than the fact that it has a very potent energy. And this is something both Eden and Rook would know. It has a very potent energy that nobody can really describe. They just know that it's very similar to what the Tailed Guardians emit. But this one is a lot more, shall we say, raw. A lot more potent. If you get this sickening feeling while you're out in the ocean, it's likely nearby. It's never attacked the shore before. At the very least, people believe it's never attacked the shore. But it has, in multiple occasions, shown up, eaten a large creature that terrorizes the ocean, and then fucking leaves. And usually when it leaves behind mutated survivors. Or burnt survivors, depending what happened.
Sarah will inspect herself as the person that was closest to it for the longest
roll
period of time.
investigation with
Last.
advantage. If any of you guys feel like you need to pat yourselves down, roll investigation with advantage.
Nice.
Again, the
Well,
DC is low because it is your own body.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay. Nothing noticeable yet, so. Checks for if he has wings.
You know, I should actually be rolling to see if anything took.
We can roll for it later if you want, because mutations and stuff usually take time.
Well, according to the dandy, not very much.
Yeah, well, the dandy was also just like rubbing his fucking dick on so.
He was like breaking it down into like more pure form, so he was distilling it just to study.
Yeah.
Rook, you investigate yourself. You even have some people help you investigate. 3 feathers on your tail have turned bleach white. But you don't think that's all that's there. But you do know that something feels off. Something feels very off.
Sarah's gonna have the dragon help her later.
Yeah, because he might be able to help. Who knows?
Yeah. Alright, Eden, you're the first one away. Let's see if you got any mutations.
Okay.
You're growing a beard now. Your choice.
It would be easy for me.
Oh god.
You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were the furthest one out of all of us away from it, so. You also had the least amount of exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, come on.
The dandy.
No, that's the dandy you're talking about there.
Come on, dandy man.
I think by then, Rook would notice that the dandy does have pathetic little baby wings.
Rook jealous.
Because you guys pulled him away from the scale, you don't think it's gonna mutate even. Sorry, words. You don't think it's gonna evolve beyond just being little pathetic baby things.
Ugh, sorry.
Alright.
But yeah. You guys found Galwar, and as soon as the guy wakes up, he's going right back to that scale. And sketching whatever description people give him.
Sure, even draw it. Drawn it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Sorry, just...
It's a big dick.
If you need to stop, just let me know.
It is getting later, but we can at least report our success back to Oz after we let
the
him.
dandy will give
do
you
his thing.
guys the other half of the pay, the other 250. Because you
Okay.
got him there in one piece. He gained wings, but that's not a part of the contract. And you learn from the turtle, he was going to pay you 60 gold pieces to pick it up. But he didn't include the fact that he would get a portion of it because he discovered it. So you actually only get 15.
Bitch.
So he just pays you 60, and as you're turning, he takes the rest away. He's like, okay, nice working with you, and he's gone. Though
Sarah can chase that man down real fast if I wanted to.
by now, though, he's got a third arm.
Well, if you can get a cart, we can pull it via elephant back to your place, but you probably shouldn't hold it in your same area.
I am perfectly fine studying it here. I will see if I can...
Also, there's a head now.
Hmm?
There points towards the head of the fucking dragon turtle.
Oh, dear. Gives off the same energy. Oh well. It goes right back to work. I will be, chartering a vessel to carry this to the capital to study it better. Track this man down for 10 gold. Who, the turtle or the weird guy?
The turtle.
As Thera and party walk away, the baby wings get bigger.
I grab Rook before he runs off to go and try and get wings.
Or break the man's wings so he can't even use them.
Yeah, either or, really.
Yeah. When you arrive at Oz's, and it doesn't take you as long this time. When you arrive at Oz's, his house is completely fixed to escape.
Alright, there you go.
And you're
Go for
running
you.
over to the scale to see if you get wings. It's not a guarantee, you know.
You know, you could just, like, get a useless third arm that kind of flops at your side, and I'm going to have to amputate that. Do you want there to amputate a third arm? I have a 3 medicine. You want to tempt fate?
I have a 2 medicine.
I know what anesthetics are. Apparently. In the back of things. Don't look, it only hurts worse.
As Rook keeps staring, another arm comes out of his back and just waves. I mean, you think it's just because it's useless and can't move very well.
He's gonna be a fucking eldritch monstrosity next time we get back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Great.
Like, the idea...
Side quest, put down the dandy man.
The idea of mutations did not show up until somewhat recently, but the fact that these guys have mutating energy has always been here. Yeah, when you arrive back in Bog, Oz's house is completely intact. It's been repaired. The wood is polished. There's still a tarp on the roof just because he likes having the tarp up there. There's no more holes. The bunnies are all gone. And they're now completely swarming one of the houses trying to fix it.
Bunny repair co.
Still a little disturbing. But it's also
Right.
adorable to see a bunch of bunnies with tiny little hammers and hard hats.
It's not adorable for Thera, who remembers when they all climbed on top of her. Like a jungle gym.
Well, they tried to, but yeah. Also, let's not forget, like, the age-old bunny that couldn't hear her.
Yeah. It's been a day.
He looks at you all a little surprised to see you back so soon. I honestly thought that was going to take you guys a couple days.
Oh, you know.
Too hard.
It's a good thing you rolled those numbers, else you'd be fighting Sturges.
Don't worry, there's got it.
Well, got plenty of other jobs if you need them.
Sure. We're good next job. Tomorrow we'll come back for another job.
Alright.
Because it's probably late by now because we travel back and forth and everything like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's about... You left until 1 p.m. Guys took 2 hours. So by the time you got there, it would have been 4 p.m. roughly. You hung out there for, I'll say you guys hung out there for like an hour and a half. And then you left. And it took you guys less time to get back because now you know your way. So it's about like maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. Give or take. The sun's starting to go down.
You can go back to the sanctuary then.
Well, you're still welcome to stay at Oz's.
Thera's gonna go back to the sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back too.
Alright. I need log. Use this log. Is Rook going with them to the sanctuary, or are you staying behind?
I'm asking for a log, for a useless log.
Oz is gonna just calmly point to the hollowed out log, the bed that he made you when he first arrived. Like that.
One not needed.
Oh. He turns to the fireplace, pulls out a log, hands it to you.
You know that bonus level in Street Fighter when you can break a car?
I've never played Street Fighter.
Yes, I know that level.
Oh no.
That's Rook.
Just punching the shit out of a log.
Well,
Because no winks.
when he starts, like, the guy, like, Oz calmly grabs Rook by the top of the head and the log, picks them both up so he's still punching the log, carries you outside, and gingerly sets you down in front of a old rotten tree. So at least now you're taking your anger out on something that's useless, but also being productive because the tree is a problem.
Yeah. Ow.
You
Yeah,
don't
sore fucking
have to
fist coming.
roll. Like, you're beating the crap out of a rotten tree. It's going to fall over eventually, and then you're probably going to pound into mulch. So you guys go back to the sanctuary.
Rook will regroup whenever the tree is fallen.
Putting you guys back on sanctuary. Bring up the... There we go. When you guys arrive, Ryu is still not there. But he does have some sort of stew going. Meaning he's been here recently.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know not to worry. I think we can definitely end it here, because not very much happened. Other than you guys finding Galibor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys get to level up. And
Yeah.
I never explained it, but if you find him again, and this is just more like a Where's Waldo thing, if you find him again, you will level up again.
Ooh. Everyone into the ocean, quickly.
Quick, anyone got
Seafaring
water
campaign.
spell?
Time to grow gills.
Quick, everyone sit by the rock.
You know what's
that scale for a
hilarious
bit.
is, like, one of these mutations on this table is to have gills. Another one is to have a detachable head.
Oh God!
I want
No, do not give the monk a detachable head.
I think you guys might like this one most, mostly because I find it fucking hilarious. Breast. Just the one. If you already have some, you get a spare. A lot of these, unfortunately,
straight
are
up.
eyeball-related things.
Straight up, Rook detaches head, sticks it at the end of his
Stick.
his quarterstaff, and then just hits people with it.
You
So
could
he pecks people with him.
improvise pickaxe.
Yeah, and then he could do like a, if it's like a detachable separate, then it's like he can sharpen the beak on that one, so it's like a scythe.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh no. No.
What?
Egg laying once a week. Eggs are probably unfertilized. Taste delicious. No.
Wait a minute. Probably.
Yeah, so now that I'm reading this, the dandy got the mutation bat wings. They can't fly. A third arm coming out of their back. Not very convenient or useful. He did have like a skin thing going on, but no one could tell. Oh god, there's another one of egg laying. Like once a week, eggs are self-fertilized, hatch into horrible, malicious mini clones.
That's horrifying.
That's amazing. I stick them all in a bag of holding, and then I just unleash an army of me's, half of which
They would
are
die.
fine, the other half are suffocated. So now it's a matter of which Rook is Rook.
Now they'd die in a bag of holding, my dude.
I know, that's what I was saying. I just like dump out.
They would last like 6 seconds after you set a lot of them in there because it divides the time of air in half for each person in there.
Fair, but that also makes it even more metal because think about it. You go into battle, and there's this teeny tiny little cute little kinku with a stick. And what does he do? He reaches into his little bag. Oh, that's kind of cute. He turns it inside out. And then 50 dead bodies of him fall out. And he just climbs on top of him, looks at you, and then gets in his stance.
I'm getting distracted by these weird mutations that you guys could get. Some of them I will have to replace because a lot of them are eye related. I don't like that.
Yeah. All right. Oh, now what do I want to do?
Paley.
Kalish. Oh,
I'm gonna go make some cookies, do some laundry.
see you later, dude.
All right.
I'll be around in chats if you need me.
Remember to say
Yep.
goodbye.
Bye.
Alright guys, now it's just me and you. If you're on Twitch, we are gonna go raid somebody. Let me take a look who's online. Ooh! Crowick is streaming Rocket League. Oh, sorry. /raid Crowick TV. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Liam just didn't really feel like playing his other character in another campaign, so we're going with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys hopefully soon. I don't know. These guys are going to level up, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for the podcast. Have a good night, everybody.